Nigga right now. Nigga right there. Yeah. Hey guys, what? What? We are here because Daniel has been practicing his crumb. And so he, okay, I didn't think you were going to actually try and get that. This is what, okay. That was better than what I usually see. That was better than what I usually see.
Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, I feel like an ancient person because we haven't been live. We really haven't ever gone live with the little thing. So this is so different. So what I'm looking for now is where we can see. How do we see like the messages? Remember last time we did this? I think
you just open the video.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure you can make it bigger than that too.
Child, look at Mr. Facebook over here telling me.
I don't know how to use the computer.
Oh, okay. And this is exactly why we're here. Okay, wait. So then what do you mean I can make it bigger than this? Don't start troubleshooting. See? See what happens, ladies? This is why we're here with the little things, because this is what happens with these guys, with these ladies. You know what I mean? Oh, look. Oh, okay. So I guess we'll see it right here. Okay, good.
This is different.
Ooh, child. Let me tell y'all, we are so excited because we've got some announcements coming up. No, it's not baby number 2. So let's just start right there. Okay. But we have announcements specifically involving the little things coming back, stepping back. All right. It's been literally since we gave birth. I don't think that we have done any recordings since then. But we haven't. Not like we were going off. When we were pregnant, we were doing like, we kind of switched it over and we were doing like the, is it a boy or a girl? Then we did the gender reveal. Right. And we got our little shirts. It's the little
I thought we had these shirts.
We did. We had the shirts. Okay. We got them during COVID.
Right.
We got them during COVID. So, and then I got pregnant. Beautiful, precious Sirece came through. She's here. She's like 30 and bossing us around. But it's okay. That took a lot of time, obviously, away from us, but it also gave us time to figure out what we want to do. All right. And we are so excited to really just engage with you guys on a whole different level. But we're not going to talk about all of that tonight. This is just a teaser. We just wanted to get back in the groove of things, figure out what the heck Facebook is doing right now, because every week Facebook is different and I can't keep up. So we're, testing out this platform, but we will be actually going live on YouTube and streaming it to Facebook. And we are so excited because we never went live for the little things. Everything was always pre-recorded. But this time we are bringing the conversations to you. We are inviting you in to talk about what we've got. We've got some topics. We've got different segments of the show. Obviously, all things relationships for the most part, but not just romantic, platonic as well. We're talking about the friendships. We're talking about the bays and the boos and the spouses and the spousals, all right? We have all of the topics. So tonight is just a teaser. And honestly, I'm mad tired. But we wanted to make sure we came on here and just started engaging with you guys and kind of bringing up some of the topics that we're going to be getting started with. So we'll have our main topic, and then every week we'll dive into a different segment. So we've got Women's Corner, ladies. We've got Men's Corner, men. You're supposed to be like men. Let's try it again. We got Women's Corner, ladies. We got Men's Corner. Oh my God, you're so whack. He knows. He wants to say something. But we have singles corner. Let me tell y'all, I am very inspired. Initially, I was just gonna come back with a show that was just about singles and really connecting, especially Christian singles. And I see a couple of live shows that go out there, specifically Kendra G. I love watching that show. It's crazy, it's ratchet, it's awesome. So we wanted to bring a different flair to that and give Christian singles a chance to come on live, talk about where you been, what you doing, what you looking for. What up, T-Man? I see you. So we just want to, so we got the singles corner. So, you know, every week we'll probably choose a corner to visit. And we got parents corner because now we're parents and
we have to put it in there.
We have to put it in there because we just got to talk, y'all, like these kids. If you got one kid, if you got 6 kids, it's just a game changer.
It is.
It is a game changer. It's crazy. So anyways, so we've got a lot coming up. You'll see an official launch for when we're officially going to launch. Sounds like we're not going to do Thursdays because of Thursday night football. Child, doesn't Thursday night football end at some point?
It does, but at Prime Video, we may pick up something else. As you all may know, there's a live music concert series
he works
that
for
plays,
Prime Video, so that's why he's talking like this.
That plays after Thursday Night Football, starring 2 Chainz. And maybe we're going to keep that going, and maybe we'll bump it earlier, you know, so we want to just keep things open. Prime Video, make sure you guys check it out.
You are like so annoying. Yep. Oh, the end of the road got me tight right now. I keep hearing his like riffs.
Here we go.
Oh, what y'all want? Okay. So anyways, we're gonna dive in tonight. Y'all, what y'all doing? So it sounds like we're gonna probably do Tuesday nights because of sports, child. Y'all are here playing fantasy football and imagination baseball, and it just don't make no sense to me. Okay? I'm just
there
like,
actually is a fantasy baseball.
That is the worst. That's like think about it tennis. It's like, why would you, like, he literally watches the game.
Because I get to control my team.
It's so bad. Okay. It's so bad because, and I'm sorry for all of you fantasy football lovers, but this man will literally sit here and watch a game and be cheering for both sides.
Yes, I'm cheering for individual people.
It is so like not right. It's like I already had to deal with you cheering for one side or getting sad. But now I gotta deal with this? Huh? Where y'all at? So anyways, we're calling all marriage couples, calling all bays, calling all side chicks and side boos. I'm not saying it's right, but we're calling all of y'all. This show is for everyone. It's for the singles. It's for that's all I had. It's for the singles. It's for the married couples. We're gonna be talking about it all. And let me tell you, it's real talk, okay? We're gonna be getting into it, okay? Because
is that an effect?
Yes, it was an effect. You always gotta mess up my stuff. Oh my
I'm gonna
God.
show y'all. It's for everybody.
And here we go, a true hater at his best. Now I will be coming decked out, but like I said, this is a teaser. Y'all know me. Stop playing. Who we got over here? Hey, Shamika.
What's up?
What up, Sarah? In the house. So like I said, we're so excited because these shows, like I said, we're going to get interactive and we're going to invite you into the live, show your face, talk with us. When we start the talk show, we'll start our topic, and in the middle, we'll go into whatever corner we're talking about, whether it's women's corner, men's corner, singles corner, and we're going to get into it.
Either way, I want male participation because I already predict being ganged up on, and I don't like it.
I mean, in the past, when we would do our recordings, the guys came out. They came out.
Especially GLM. The squad is gonna show up, so we know they're gonna be on.
Why his squad got a name? Why his squad got a name?
Why doesn't your squad have a name? How about that?
I need a squad, and that's a whole nother conversation.
Oh, not you.
Oh,
anybody else who agrees with your sentiments?
I'm sure some people have a name, but it's giving very to give your friendship group a name. Do y'all have names for your friendship group?
We don't just come up with the names. Like,
the names come
GLM was an organic
What
thing.
does it stand for again? Gentlemen.
Green Light Mondays.
Oh.
Because we used to like get together on Mondays and talk.
Oh, listen.
See?
I want to make fun of you, but I love everyone in GLM. And
do you want me to give you something? You want me to give you something to make fun of?
What?
We have another name.
Why would you have another name? Why? That's just like how you get together and be like, all right, guys, what's our name? And these men are amazing men. These are businessmen, corporate men.
When we went to Cabo, guys trip, we stayed in a villa. so
y'all will call the Villa Boys? Oh no! I was just kidding.
Because that's how we roll. Like we don't do regular rooms. We do villas.
But how does that come up? Are you like, all right, Villa Boys, wrap it up? Like, is that what was happening every day?
Nah, it was like, yo, we the Villa Boys.
That's even worse.
It's an organic thing.
Child, if you got a
Holy
name,
Spirit led. That's where it comes from.
Yes, we having guest appearances. Stop playing. We got everything coming for y'all. Y'all are the guest appearances, huh?
See, Travis said it's football time.
But yeah, I know. And this is why we probably won't be going live on Thursdays. It'll probably be Tuesday nights. But whatever, we'll be going live weekly. We'll be inviting you guys into the conversation. If you got something to say, we want to hear it. We don't want to read it. We want to hear it because the conversations and the topics are going to be deep. We're going to go there. And we want everybody to hear other people's stories. For those of you that are willing to share, we're going to be reading some things anonymously that come in and talk about or that we observe and just kind of respond to just the situations out here. Because honey, it's crazy. 2022, me and Daniel met in 2007. We were both dating from 2000 on, and it's just like, it's so different. Dating, friendships. That's why I can't make fun of the Villa Boys, because I want Villa girls. Friendships are a struggle. So we're going to be talking about relationships in every aspect. So today, just for our teaser, because we're not going to be before you guys long. Tuesday nights are for prayer. I know every night is something different. Tuesday night, then Wednesdays, WCW, Thursdays, football. But these lives will be posted. You'll be able to view the full show on YouTube, because we will be going live on YouTube and streaming it to Facebook and just inviting you guys in, and it's going to be great. Like, I'm so excited. So stand by, because we'll be launching our official date. But again, this is just a teaser. We wanted to start talking about just a couple of things. So I guess we'll kind of dive into, we talked about our main purpose of this show is all things relationships. So when you think about like today, and I guess you guys could put it in the chat. I mean, if anybody wants to join us tonight when we get into it, feel free. I don't even really know how you do that. We have a lot to learn here, but feel free.
Dang, that's a good question.
Yeah, because I don't know if they can request to join. But I wanted to talk about like what women feel today, these days, all around. And not just Black women, especially the Black women, to be honest, but the pressures that we feel. A lot of us are dealing with anxiety. I've been having a lot of conversations with different young ladies right around my age, and anxiety, depression, fear, things that we don't always talk about on the outside is something that is like a common theme, ladies. Like, and we just keep going, we just keep going. We keep going with life. We keep going with the busyness. We keep moving, but we don't address what we need to. Sometimes we don't have the safe enough space. We might find it in our family, but we may not have a safe space to address some of the things we're really going through. God wants us to come, bring it to him, but he also wants us to connect to people, introvert or extrovert, because y'all know I borderline extrovert, but I consider myself an introvert. I know, that's right. I'd rather stay home all the time.
That's true.
All the time.
Very true. Very true.
And not even just home. That's like, I'll go out, but I'll just go out with like one person, maybe Daniel or my mom or my dad or Prince, my dog. And now Persia, forget it. She's coming with me everywhere. But I'm learning in this season of my life, like, child, you need friends, you need people. But just like we talk about with romance, it's hard out here for a pimp, okay? It's hard to obtain it might be to obtain the relationship, a friend pimp. There's friend pimps out there. All right. Anybody ever heard of a friend pimp? Okay. So it's going from friend to friend. Ain't no substance there. Huh? You got like 70 friends, but no, okay. We're not getting into it tonight. But no, really, ladies, that's a little teaser of what Women's Corner is going to be like. Just kind of addressing some of the things we're going through, some of the things we experience, even in the dating realm. Me and Daniel always make jokes like, yo, look at single Sirece right there. Like if we see something or we see somebody, we're like, you know, this is what I would be doing if I was still single. And sometimes we talk about that amongst ourselves. Like, where would we be if we were not blessed to find each other 15 years ago, right? That dating game today, no. But it's still very possible. And that's what we want to bring hope. We want to bring light, and we want to bring, of course, a bunch of laughter, okay?
I feel like guys take more risks. Yes,
Nicole, I hear you, Nicole. Go out with a selective few. So now we're going to dive into a teaser of Men's Corner.
I feel like guys take more risks.
That's a fact.
with dating, because I just would have dated.
See, that's the thing. I do feel like ladies come in with a few more standards.
I mean, that's not true. Open. I think y'all overanalyze those standards that you have. Like guys, like we have standards too. Y'all act like we don't have standards.
No.
But we do. Like we know what we want. We know what we want from a female, you know, a woman. Mentally, physically. I think it gets a little sticky when it's like emotional needs, because sometimes we don't dive into those needs as much. But especially especially as a guy, when you're younger, you're still figuring out what those needs look like. Mm-hmm. But as you get older, you're like, I think you become a bit more specific to what you're looking for,
because you know yourself more.
Right.
I think that's what it is too.
But I do think guys put themselves, like, we're more willing to put ourselves out there. I think y'all can be a bit more protective.
Because y'all are sus. Because y'all are sus. A little bit. Okay.
I mean, I would say protective until it gets to a certain point.
Yeah.
And not so much just age, but sometimes experience. Like a woman can go through like 10 relationships that don't go well, or 10 guys that are jerks and don't really pan out.
Facts, Daniel.
Exactly. Yeah, Glenn feels me.
I do. I definitely agree
but like y'all go through those experiences, then you're like, crap. All right, I'm gonna just start settling. And then the settle becomes a lot easier. Like you go from over analyzing to over accepting.
So now I like what Nicole said, because that's my question. Is it because, and this was literally a question.
Actually, I wish I had seen that. Yes, Nicole.
Because I sometimes do feel like guys feel like y'all have so many options, so you kind of just, you know, try that, try this, try that, but you kind of pursue a lot of your relationships with looking at them as an option instead of a potential wife. And of course, with that,
but I think it depends on what you look at as a choice, because our standards for choices may be a little bit different. I might see somebody at church and be like, she's an option, versus you might look at a guy and be like, oh, or she's a choice, versus you know, you might look at a guy and be like, ew. Sirece would definitely, like, if Sirece was single, if Sirece was single, there would be so many ills.
Wow. Ill is a very strong word.
Articulate it better. What would it be?
Are you kidding me? What would it be? It's putting me out here.
What would it be?
Like you talk about.
What would it be? You know how many times Sirece would be like, ew. And it wouldn't be a hard ew. It wouldn't be it wouldn't be a hard ill, but it would be like it'd be a quick, it would be a statato ill. Everyone, it would be like,
want to pray out right now, everyone. We just want to, okay, you're talking about at first glance?
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm talking about choices or options, or however you phrase it. Because you wouldn't look at certain guys as a choice or an option.
That's not true, babe. That's like, I'm crying inside.
That's not true?
Now. You just said to the people that I'm in these streets.
I didn't say you're in these streets. You better not be in these streets.
I'm not in these streets, but you're saying, like, if I was still single, that I'm out here like, ill. Now, when I say ill, now think about this. If I've ever said ill, right? Mm-hmm. It's more than just what I'm seeing. You can't even front. It's either I hear him say something a certain way, are here like it doesn't take long, ladies, to understand where a man is coming from when he opens his mouth. Same for the men. Doesn't take long when a woman opens her mouth.
But I would give it more chances
Of
than
course,
you. And granted, that could be specific
and maybe
to
that's
us,
the difference, right?
But I would give more chances.
It's just like if you actually had that deep Chicago twang that you talk about, maybe I just want to understand. And maybe in this show, we want to talk about grace.
I think that's offensive.
No.
That's offensive as a Chicagoan.
Or New York. Okay, my New York. If you met me and I was like, New York.
What's Chicago to
explain
what Chicago.
You're not gonna put me out here because I love Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago's now in my blood. It's in my daughter's blood.
Mm-hmm.
But we come from two cities that can have a very deep, like, like first impression.
Mm-hmm.
You used to make fun of me when you met me. You used to say that I talk like your son, and I did not talk like that.
You're talking like it right
now.
I do not. You're talking like it right now. You got a New York tone to your voice. Yeah, tell me about myself.
Guys, okay, we gotta wrap it up. No. Let's bring it back, babe. Okay. See, this is what's gonna happen. And we're gonna make sure we bring it back. But we're gonna have so much fun doing this with y'all. It'll probably be no longer than an hour, once a week. We're gonna let our hair down and air it out. So we talked about a little bit, that was an example of Men's Corner, because we want to give a voice to the men. This is not going to be no male bashing or woman bashing show. We want to give a space for grace and just really put in our stuff, our opinions, our perspectives.
New York comes out sometimes.
It's around. Listen, and I bet you she makes people feel secure and like she knows what she's doing. You know what I'm saying?
But probably a little louder than the average decibel.
You have to project when you speak. The people need to hear you. Okay? So, but there are so many factors, okay, that make somebody look at someone and be like, no, ill, yes, maybe. But I do believe that it does feel like that today. It does feel like men have so many more options. But I've spoken to men that are like, where are the women? And I'm like, they're all around. And I've spoken to women that are like, yo, where are the men? Like, where are the good men? Yeah. And I'm like, they're all around. They are. Yeah. Where are the good women? They're all around. It's a lot of stuff in ourselves that I believe that are blocking those connections. I think there's misperceived of the idea that you had of this man and what he should look like, and the idea that you had, and you're missing it, so we're going to talk a lot about that. But I want a thug who has decent credit, goes to church sometimes. Yo, that is so factual. It's not even funny. It's hard out here. And it's like that same lady that wanted a thug that had decent credit. Now she's in her 30s and she's settled, because you did say that. Some ladies that have gone through the wrong relationships time and time again start lowering their standards. And that's difficult because everybody wants some type of companionship. And again, not just romantically, but friends, because we are going to be talking about friendships, because a lot of the issues I see too is people don't got people in their ear. Or let me rephrase that. People don't got good people in their ear. Yeah. People don't have good people in their ear. They have yes men, they've got yes women, or they have people that are not able to challenge them to see themselves differently, to set them up for a healthy relationship romantically.
And I think if you go a smidge deeper to the A.R. Bernard level, culturally, things are different than they were when we started dating, because there's a lot, like the degrees of trauma are different, and trauma causes you to act different. It also affects your standards differently. And when your standards are out of whack, it allows you to bring in influences and people and relationships both friendships and relationships that you normally wouldn't take on. But a lot of folks are looking for comfort and not looking for the right type of comfort. They just want to feel good, and not even feel good in a bad way, but just not feel crappy. And when you pursue just feeling good, it hits
Ooh,
it hits different.
Because it's temporary.
Because it's very temporary and you don't really think about it long term. You think about it in that moment.
Yeah.
And when that moment's gone, you're like, crap, I just wasted 6 months, or I wasted an opportunity, or I wasted something.
Yeah, and it hurts more when it ends.
And then, but then you dig yourself a little bit deeper because now you really want a little bit more comfort.
Yeah.
And you settle. You have that same cycle of
cycle.
You know, so
he's hitting
breaking cycles are tough.
Yeah.
Breaking cycles are tough.
I was hoping you was gonna have a pause moment, but you didn't. I know I am at some point.
Oh, you definitely will.
But I love what you said, Terrell. And then when the ladies in their 30s, they say, I want a man who is nice and only has maybe 1 or 2 kids. Child.
It's true.
Because you are hitting it right on. Hey, Gia, what's up, sis?
What up, G?
Yeah, guys, we're gonna have a lot of fun with y'all. You know, we maybe we'll bounce back. Like certain weeks we'll go live on Tuesday, and certain weeks we'll go live on Thursday, just to give everybody. But we'll always put. He's still going higher.
Man lives on his own. It has all his teeth.
Yo, facts. Yo, I always talk about that. Just jokes, people. Y'all read my comments. No, that is literally what you were saying. Like the more you dive in, and that happens with friendships too. Like you start being so over it that you start settling for somebody that's just like, hey girl, you're like, hey girl, oh, that's my best friend. You know, we said hi to each other. You know, you're just like, it's people are more guarded today, you know, rightfully so. People are unable to connect. We have so much now that we didn't have before, and social media is at the top of that list, honey, as we are on social media right now. And even before social media, just texting, and I'm very guilty of this, like connecting through a text, child, it takes so much away. Yeah. It takes so much away. I'm blessed.
Even us talking to each other.
Yep.
And God forbid we're arguing
child.
And we're texting.
Oh, but I'll give you, let me tell you what I can do in a text. I can argue accurately, but we're not gonna, that's another topic for another time.
I'm just swiping and reading.
I'll be like, dot, emoji.
I just feel like I'll be like, throw this phone out the window, set it on fire. This stove right here.
I don't even use my phone to text in arguments. I use my laptop. I'm like, you said what? Up. First of all, when I said these are blue blockers, what's up? I'm in front of my laptop 24/7. These are blue blockers.
Oh my gosh.
Block out the blue haters. So anyway,
I'd be like, I don't want to talk about this.
Yo, text. That's the worst response ever.
And end it.
Child.
I don't want to talk about this through text. After she said 17 paragraphs, I'm like, I want to talk.
Listen, wait till arguments come up as a topic, because y'all gonna see him get flipped backwards and
oh,
hit the floor.
Man.
Okay?
I don't want to talk about this through text.
You better hold on.
Because I don't want to talk about this through text.
You better hold on tight.
I don't want to talk about it.
You better hold on tight.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you, Gia. Gia says she got hers on now. Blue blockers.
And I probably need some.
Protect your eyes, protect your heart. Right? Come on now. Watch what you're taking in, because it goes straight here. Woo! Well, that was fun. I guess we'll wrap it up now. We're not gonna hold y'all up,
but yeah, we're gonna be back on Tuesday.
We'll be back on Tuesday.
Bit more structured, a little bit longer, but not that structured.
Yes, we're gonna have structure. We're gonna let you guys know when it's time to open up. Come join us in the video. You don't need to look like nothing. Talk to us. If a topic is hitting a certain way, we definitely want to hear your side. We want to hear your opinion. Or like I said, if you're like, nah, I'm not going to no video, then tell us in the chat. Like I said, we're also going to have a corner for Christian singles to come on. Tell us what you're looking for. Tell us what's good, because you never know who's watching and who can reach out to you. Okay, so we're really excited about this. We've been thinking about it, praying about it. And we just want to have a good time with y'all, like for real. Like we just want to get back to it. We realize that going live also is much easier than recording and then trying to edit it or whatever I thought I was trying to do. We just want to connect with you guys like in real time as well. And like I said, most likely we'll be live on YouTube. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Persha Productions. And we're excited. We'll give you more details. That's it. I could go on forever, but our show will most likely be nowhere from 45 minutes to an hour. So even if it is football, it won't be in the way the whole time.
And it's available after.
And
It'll
the
be
show
posted
will
so
be
you can watch it.
posted. We're going to take out highlights from the show, especially if somebody joined and it gets a little crazy. And we'll be posting those clips on our social media platforms. But that's it. Yeah, we're talking about it all. Men, women, and babies. Pretty much.
Oh, she's asleep, Nicole. Little Miss Persha is asleep.
Where's Little Miss Persha?
She is down for the count. She would have been yelling right now.
That's why we started our live at 8:06 instead of 8, because that's just what we'll always start around 8. We'll give you that promise.
Yeah, she'll be down.
Yeah, she'll be down. But she was down here trying to stay up. There's no way we could do this live with Persha. Not yet. Because she will take all of our time. But anyways, I'm excited, guys. Y'all got me hyped for tonight. Thanks for joining into the teaser. We'll be back on Tuesday. So please come back and join us for our official launch of The Little Things with Sirece and Daniel. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a good night.
Peace.
Bye. All
Turn
right.
to Thursday Night Football, Amazon Prime
Child,
video.
we ain't watching no Thursday Night Football.
Yes,
How
we
I turn this
are.
thing
It's
off?
my job. I gotta.
You let me turn this thing off. I'll tell you what we're doing. All right, we're gonna watch a Disney. What we got on Disney?
It's on Amazon.
What's on Amazon?
Disney football.
Disney football. Okay. Bye, y'all. Peace.